Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and play my intro and get into what we're going over today. Um, we've got a lot to talk about. A lot. Hi, guys. How are you? Okay, let's get into it. Now, Perry's not going to be with us today. You guys know that his mom passed away. And if you are part of my members only, you could see he was having a very tough time dealing with it. He's definitely grieving. So we won't, be seeing a lot of him until he's ready to come back. And secondly, why do I have on sunglasses? The same reason I had them on before. Something is wrong. I have little red bumps all over my face and my eyes are swollen. When I went to the doctor, they told me it was a pollen allergies. I took the medicine for it. They say it's not supposed to make me sleepy. It knocks me out. Okay, people, it makes me very groggy. I just can't deal with it. And that's how I feel right now. But I put on the shades because my eyes are really, really swollen. And I don't want those pictures coming back to me later on YouTube. They'll make up something. Sharrell, Perry beat up Sharrell or something like that. So I just wear the sunglasses. I know I could go on Avatar, but I hate going on Avatar. I don't know why. It's not the same to me. You guys need to see my face to see what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to talk about Marlo's and Sheray's plan to take down Kandi is seriously backfiring, okay? If you're going to take out the head, the top girl on the show, then you better come prepared. And you guys are not prepared. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Kim Zolciak, husband Croy, saying that asking the court to demand that she gets a psych evaluation. It's not even funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Then we're going to talk about Fantasia starring in the movie The Color Purple. And then we're going to talk about that nut job that goes by the nickname DeSantis. What is this? Ron DeSantis, the governor of it's not Ron. Can't remember his name. The governor of Florida, who is just mucking up the state. We're going to talk about the law that they passed. Don't say gay. He is a nut job. All right, let's start with the Marlo situation. Okay, so if you watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta last night, you see that Marlo got upset with Drew because she wanted Drew to talk about what happened at Kandi's restaurant instead of saying the word pow pow, SHOT. She used the word incident. And Marlo got pissed. And afterwards, she started arguing with Drew. This is when the scene had ended and cameras supposedly stopped running. She was going off. She was upset. She said that everyone has to tell their business, but Kandi never has to tell hers. And she was mad at Drew. And then she said, well, that she was triggered. This is really ridiculous. She said that she was triggered about talking about it because it reminded her of her nephew who lost his life. Now, I remember her nephew did lose his life, but that's not why you're acting like this, okay? Then she tried to come on her social media and clean it up. This is what she said. Let me see if I can pull this. Here it is.
To say, hey, there's an elephant in the room. None of y'all gonna bring it up? Y'all, every single person was scared to bring it up. And Drew, I give her props. She was the only one that had courage to bring it up. But when she brought it up, Drew said, y'all can really tell if you look at it. The incident that happened, girl, this was on the news. there was a shooting at Kandi's restaurant. Blaze, it was on the news. But poor Drew was so scared. And she was the only one with enough courage to say, and I mean, when I tell y'all, Kenya, everybody looked at that girl like, if you don't be quiet, this is Queen Kandi. We don't talk about anything negative that happens to her. So that triggered me, y'all. It really did. It took me back to where my nephew, who used to work with Kandi, who used to work for Kandi at Old Lady Gang, he got shot and killed. I called Kandi, reached out to Kandi, told her about it. And to me, I didn't get the acknowledgement I wanted from her. She didn't acknowledge it. Then, as you see, I went into her home a day or two later, and she acted as if I never even texted her about it. So to me, it's all about the acknowledgement. It's about, if it was Marlo, let me tell you this, it had been Marlo. I get it. I get incident sounds better than shooting. But don't you think defending myself sounds better than me stabbing somebody or cutting somebody?
This is an absolute complete disaster. Okay. So I told you early on that they were planning on bringing Kandi down. Everybody, and no one believes me, everybody, with the exception of Kenya, they said that Kenya's going back and forth, but trying to be friends with both sides. And you guys were like, you just hate Kandi. Every time I say something first, people don't want to believe it. And that's okay, because people can't go around just saying things without evidence. But I knew as time went on, it was going to come out. They don't want Kandi on the show. Is Kandi the first person that has had this happen to her? Absolutely not. But if you go for the head person in charge on that show, on that cast, Kandi, let's just say it wasn't Kandi. If you go for the top girl, you better bring it. Okay? You better bring it. It looked like Drew froze up last night. She was like, "Well, what happened? What happened with the incident?" It was terrible. I understand why Marlo got mad. I mean, if this, you're a part of this, okay? Don't get scared at the last minute. And then you, Marlo, trying to clean it up by saying it triggered you. So, Marlo, that's not gonna cut it. You look like a nut job. Thank you, Michelle. My condolences, Perry. You and the entire family. You guys, thank you. You must have been on my members only. He's having a very difficult time, as expected. And thank you, guys. That took me out. I forgot what I was saying. But if you're Marlo, all the women feel like Kandi has too much power on the show, with the exception of Kenya. But they're not brave enough to execute a plan once you create it. Now, is the Real Housewives of Atlanta the only cast that plots no, they all do it. And I'm thinking that's why I'm not in love with the show last night. But let me tell you this, Marlo, who I like. I like you, Marlo. I actually don't have a problem with anybody on the cast, despite what you guys might think. This is not, you have the ingredients to do some damage to Kandi. I don't think you can take her down. That's never going to happen. But you could do more damage than you're doing now. It's just not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. But you don't have to. All you guys don't have to. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm allowed to my opinion. Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to self-destruct itself. It was absolutely boring last night. Here we are. We have all of this stuff that you guys can talk about and all of this, and it's still falling flat. The ratings are low. It's just ran its course. I know you guys are going to get mad and say, Sharrell, look at it this way or that way. I am. It's been on over a decade, 15 seasons. What more can we talk about? It's just not good anymore. So don't try to cover up, Marlo, what went left last night. It was really, really bad. If you keep saying that it triggered you, people know you're lying. It doesn't feel authentic. For some reason, you going around trying to get Kandi, you're playing Kandi's game. And what I mean by that is, do you think that the interview with Jason Lee was just a prompt to? They know who to go to. They're asking people for help. It's teams, team this, team that. It's just not going to cut it. I just say the whole show sucks. And, the ratings aren't there because people aren't watching. It's really, really bad. So, Marlo, please stop. Stop with going after Kandi and just hope you guys get another season because your plan is not working. I love you, Sharrell, and all that. It's just not working. You guys are making yourself look really dumb. You can't beat someone at their game. So Candy's really good at going head on with someone. You know what I mean? You just can't. It's just not working. And the whole show needs to be sorry. I feel bad by saying it because I know people I feel bad. The show has ran its course. I wasn't entertained last night. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. Thank you, D. Bernard, for joining my members only. So we can talk about that, and you guys can talk about the rest of the show. Let's talk about Kim Zolciak. Oh my gosh. That's another person that's ran its course. I'm just over Kim Zolciak, people. I can't see. So we all know that Kim Zolciak has filed for a divorce. I'm not going to throw shade. She supposedly filed for a divorce. She did file for a divorce, her and Croy, and the media went after who filed first. It doesn't matter. TMZ said that Kim filed first. That's where I got my story from. And then it turned out in the paperwork, it was actually Croy. Okay. And people were on my ass. It was not Kim. Kim didn't file first. It was Croy. How dare you say it wasn't Kim? It doesn't matter. What matters is I'm not believing this story. Okay. The house is currently in foreclosure yet again. Okay. If my power goes out, oh my gosh, I'm missing so many. Sending Perry and you lots of love. Thank you, Megan. Oh, you guys, she's watching. Thank you, Bobby, for the super chat. You guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you, guys. I mean, we all, we all. He'll be fine. It's just gonna take some time. Whew, you guys don't you guys. Every time you get sentimental with me, then I lose my rage mode, and I like to review shows on rage mode. Okay, guys. Back to Kim Zolciak. I'm not believing this at all. I really don't. I feel like this divorce came out of nowhere. How convenient is it that now that her house is going to foreclosure again? This is about the third or fourth time. Now they're going to announce their divorce. Croy doesn't have a job. Kim doesn't have a job. I just believe that this is staged for a comeback. I think she's going to reappear on Bravo under some kind of spinoff because, Andy's her buddy. And I also think that this divorce is going to get worse and worse. And I just think it's planned. But I'm going to talk about it like it's not because in the media, they're saying different things. Now Croy has filed for Kim to get a psych evaluation. They're getting worse and worse and worse. Because also Kim said that in her paperwork, she didn't think that Croy should be around the children because he's a drug addict. He smokes weed. I don't mean to laugh at anybody's divorce. It just doesn't feel authentic to me. We all know Kim will do anything for a storyline, including planting bugs in Needne's bathroom. Of her $2 million mansion. Kim, are you up to your old tricks again? Okay, Kim. Of course, we've been hearing that she has a gambling problem. Well, we heard this way before the divorce. That was a couple of years ago. I believe she spent $250,000 one time in a day. Listen, I don't believe that your gambling problem is that bad. I think all this for you. I do too. This is staged. You're not fooling us, Kim Zolciak, Beerman. You're not fooling us. So they think every time they file paperwork, we're going to run and look it up and do a story on it. Well, we do. And that's going to keep you in the media. But last night, I tried to go and pull up these papers and I couldn't find them. I don't know if I was entering it wrong. Why is it that certain blogs always get the paperwork for the lawsuits? They always have it earlier before it comes up on Pacer. I'm just wondering what's going on here. Kim's wig glue is missing her brain. Her wig glue is messing with her brain. It just sounds fake to me. This is the problem that I have with all the Housewives shows. So I'm not just putting Atlanta on blast here. It's a formula now that every cast uses. They go after a certain person. They leak their own stories to the blogs. Do you guys remember? Oh, we got to talk about this. Do you guys remember where you guys were upset with me because I said that? What was her name? Puppygate. Lisa Vanderpump wasn't the only person that leaks information to the blogs. They all have their favorite blogs that they leak stories to. Why would I make that up? Why would I make that up? But what they're doing by doing this is trying to control the narrative, and it's mucking up the show. It's really mucking up the show. It's not organic anymore. I don't like it, even though I'm a blogger. If I'm a television fan, I shouldn't have to go to a blog and get the information before it comes out. I shouldn't have a blog spinning it this way or that way. It's just ruining the show. It really is. The franchise. I'm not calling anyone out in particular, just the Housewives. The formula isn't working anymore. I mean, it used to be so organic and real and not so staged and phony. I just can't. But for the sake of this video, and let's just say I'm wrong and this is a true blue divorce, they are on their way to messing up their children for life. I'm so those kids are going to need a psychiatrist and some meds to get through life when they're done with this divorce. And I'm not trying to be mean. Okay. How many times, if your name is Melody, if your name is Jackie, whatever your name is, when you go through a divorce, you drag your children through the mud. When you decide to use them as your pawns. Croy is asking for full custody. Kim is asking for full custody. They're going back and forth with each other. They're leaking stories to the blog. How would I feel if I was Kim's daughter and I look up one day and my dad's asking for a psych evaluation because he's calling my mom a nut job? This is ridiculous. Everyone should divorce in quiet, okay? Not leaking things to the blogs. It's a mess, people. It's a mess. And if you don't believe that each housewife, pick a housewife, leaks information to the blogs, start watching the blogs. If I always do a story dragging Kim, why is she so invested? If I do a story always praising Kim, how come you can't call it the way it is? Just start planning, watching, and seeing who cheers for who. That's how you know who they're leaking to, okay? It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard. I would come out and tell you, but number one, I'm one of those blogs. I stopped doing it, though. I stopped doing it. Do you guys remember when I said, I'm not team anybody? I said, I'm not interviewing anymore because it just got hectic and out of control. But I'm honest about it. There was a time when certain people would feed me information, but it's ruining the show. And the producers leak out information too. And it's just not a good thing for me. But anyway, those two are battling it out. And this is only the beginning. Only beginning. And remember, if you want to pull your own court records, just go to Pacer. You have to pay for it. I don't know how much it is. I'm on a membership, so I can go. I don't even know how much I pay a month, but go on. And if something comes out and you go to Pacer and it's not there, and you're wondering, it's supposed to be here, why is it not there? Just keep your eye on the situation. All right, so let's move on. Okay, good. I'm going good and fast. Let's talk about Fantasia Barrino. Fantasia Barrino is actually This is really weird. I'm not making this up. Go look it up. From Perry's hometown, High Point, North Carolina. It's a very small town in North Carolina. And I can't remember. I think Fantasia is related to JoJo and Casey from Jodeci, but I could be wrong. I think that was it. I can't remember who her favorite famous cousins were, but anyway, she won American Idol eons ago. I think it was like maybe cycle 3. It was a long time ago. She's an absolute fabulous. I can't use enough words singer. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, and you guys are going to call me a nut job. I think Fantasia sings just as good as Aretha Franklin. I know, I said it. I said it. She's a great singer. She went bankrupt twice. The first time she went bankrupt, the rich guy on the show, Simon Cowell, I think that's his name. The mean one on that used to be on American Idol bailed her out. That's why I think I also think that Andy Cohen bailed out Kim Zolciak, and they'll do that because these producers have a lot of money, okay? And they might become friends with you, or they just might feel sorry for you. He bailed her out, and then she went bankrupt again. And I believe the first time when she went bankrupt, she had to make money, and she went on Broadway and she did The Color Purple. Okay, The Color Purple, one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay, so many sayings coming out from that movie. Nothing will keep us apart. It was just, it was Whoopi Goldberg, Danny Gloverson, Oprah Winfrey. It was just a classic show, and I thought that Fantasia did a great job on Broadway doing it. But a movie, okay, come on. Fantasia, you better not muck this up. Sometimes plays don't convert to movies or vice versa. You did a fabulous job because when you were singing on Broadway, your voice was just captivating. But now in the movie, are they going to have a lot of music in it? I don't know. Is it going to be mostly acting? Can she act like that? I mean, she was good on the stage, but is it going to convert? I got my eye on this. I don't want you guys to muck this up. So it's coming out. I can't, is it a couple weeks? It's coming out soon. I can't remember when it's coming out, but soon. You guys better not mess this up. The worst thing I hate is when they take a classic and mess it up. Okay, so Fantasia, I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you. But if you don't pull this off, I'm going to have to drag you, okay? You are a fabulous singer that doesn't always transfer over to acting. Don't make me hate my favorite movie, okay? Whoopi Goldberg was a class act. It's going to be hard to follow that. Oprah was doing a fabulous job. Remember, she was in tune with her inner child. Who was it? She prayed that she get the movie and all this. Remember all that she was talking about? That can't be duplicated. So let's just see how she does, okay? Let's give her a try. But it's a musical, okay, coming out December 25th. Thank you. The trailer looks excellent. The trailer's out? Okay, well, good. I couldn't play it on here anyway, but let's just hope that it transfers still. I get you, Bonji, but I don't want them to muck this up. I don't want them to muck it up. Now let's talk about the nut job that goes by the nickname. Is it Ron DeSantis? I can't. Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida. I usually don't talk about politics. I've been venturing into it lately just because people need to be aware of what's going on and all the destruction that is going on in Florida. Today, the NAACP actually came out and told African Americans, do not move to Florida. Do not move. Is it Ron DeSantis? Hold on, yep, that's it, Ron DeSantis. Good. The NAACP issued a warning. When is the last time you ever heard of any organization reaching a decision to tell Black people don't move to Florida? Well, they had to, because it's getting extremely bad. Let's go over some of the stuff that he has pulled. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay, so he passed a law. It's called the Don't Say Gay Bill. I'm not making this up. That's why I had to put this up. I'm not making. He passed a law. It's illegal to talk about homosexualities to anyone 18 and or over or under. Pardon me. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. It's called the Don't Say Gay Bill. He also banned African American studies in the state of Florida. Like, we don't want to talk about Black people and their history. He's pulled certain books from libraries. I'm not making this up. This man is a ticking time bomb. He got upset with Disney basically because they supported the LGBTQ community. Can you believe that this is happening in this day and age? Can you believe that this is happening? I can't tell my child that people have alternative lifestyles. It's called a gay lifestyle, and I can't explain to you what LGBTQ means because I'm going to get in trouble. I'm not making this up, people. I'm not making it up. This is crazy. I can't sit my child down and explain our history, what happened to the African culture. We were brought over as slaves. We were treated like worse than dogs. I can't talk about that. So this new generation, they're not going to know anything about it unless I secretly talk about it at home. Florida he's ruining Florida. And now we all know, not only is he ruining Florida, he has a desire, most likely will, to run for president. You're dangerous. You are dangerous to anybody who doesn't live your lifestyle. You want everyone in Florida to be white, conservative, no alternative. If you're not white and conservative, he's going to do something to affect you. This man, he's trying to charge bloggers. He's trying to charge bloggers a fee to be a blogger. And you need a special fee if you're going to talk about politics. A fee to get on here and do what everybody else is doing. This man is out of his mind. If I talk about being gay, I'm subject to arrest. Really? It's crazy. I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. It's absolutely crazy. Ron DeSantis is a true nut job. And, lucky for me that I don't live in Florida, I can say it for free. I can say it for free. Let's go over some of you guys' comments. Let me drop the link if anyone wants to come up. Yeah, that man is dangerous. He's absolutely dangerous. There we go. All right. Let's start pulling some of your comments. Ooh, that's me. It's very insane. It's very, very insane. You guys have to just keep up with your politics, or they will pass all kind of laws that you know nothing about, and it would just be, he's just raving havoc on. Hi, AJ.
Hey, Sharrell.
Now you're in
How are you?
England. You know a lot about
Hi.
the United States. Did you hear about the Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida?
Yes. First of all, my condolences to you and Parry.
I know. I got your
My heart
email.
goes
Thank
out to
you.
you. Oh, you're welcome. That's the
Yeah.
least what I could do. Yes, I know about Ron DeSantis. He is a little bit nuts. He's
Mhm.
crazy. And that is your next president. It's so scary.
You think Ron DeSantis is going to be our next president?
He's going to be like competing for it, but I think Trump, by the looks of it, Trump's going to beat him. Trump's
Yeah.
going to beat him really bad. and he's already done attack videos on him. That's already out, and it's not looking good for Ron DeSantis. And he hasn't got much of a personality as well, and he's just not. And have you seen these like memes that's been going around of where he's doing like the laughing emoji, and they
No.
caught him? He's very awkward, this
No,
man. So he's a very awkward, and also T that basically Trump helped him win Florida because he nearly lost to a Democrat, and Trump had to come in and really, save him. And then he got popular because of the whole pandemic and the mask and everything. That's why people start liking him more, and he saved a lot of people. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of his.
let me talk to Stacy really
Not
quick. It
good.
looks like she's at work. Sound off, Stacy. What did you want to sound off on today?
Hi, you guys. Hi,
Hi.
Sharrell. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Can you hear us?
First of all, I wonder. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take my glasses off. I wanted to offer my condolences to Perry and you guys. First of all,
Thank you.
yeah. This they need to. With the guy with the wants to do he wants to be president. That is never gonna happen. Ever
I hope
gonna
not.
happen.
I hope not. Mhm.
Never, ever.
Do you live in Florida?
No, I'm in LA.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
in
Okay.
California.
Mhm.
I'm in LA. But I wouldn't even. You guys, I wouldn't even worry about that. That's not even gonna happen at
Oh my
all.
God.
And
Uh,
the Marlo and all of that. Yeah, I'm with you, Sharrell. They need to just put pause on that show too.
they
It
really
just needs to
should.
go. It just needs to go away. It really needs to
Mhm.
go away
Mhm.
because it's getting really, really, really bad. Really bad.
It really
Until where
is.
it's going to be a whole bunch of lawsuits and everything.
Mhm. Mhm.
For every show,
It,
it's going to be a lawsuit.
mhm.
So it's
It's
just like, it's just crazy.
it is. AJ, I see you shaking
Makes
your
no
head.
sense.
What did you think of last night's show, AJ?
Oh yes, Marlo basically. It's there was I get where Marlo's coming from, but at the same time, they have all been plotting against Kandi. It's
Mhm.
very evident. They
It
want her
is.
off the show,
Mhm.
and Drew backed out by the looks of it. But
She was literally stuttering over her own words. She was like,
she was.
"I want to have. What happened with the incident?" It was terrible.
I know, and you would have thought she would have words because she didn't have a lot of words when she was singing. She only
Mhm.
had like a couple of lines. So she had she wasn't tired. She could have stayed on and said what she needed to say, but they're all scared of Kandi. They know that Candy's got power. She
They
has
do.
real power, Bravo. And do you know what I think? They need to recast the whole show.
It's just
They
getting
really do.
old. Let me
It's
go to
getting
you, Nina,
old.
'cause I know you're at
They need
work.
to
Nina,
recast it.
sound off.
No, I'm not at work today. Hey,
Okay.
yeah, I had to get on Ron DeSantis. A couple of months back when he wanted to stop African American studies, I knew that was a no. I was like, oh my God, here come another Trump. Here come another Trump.
He's worse than Trump.
But yeah, he's
Worse.
definitely worse than Trump. If anybody can be worse than Trump, it's DeSantis. But
Mm-hmm.
I have to think, everybody, and please don't hit me over the head with this because this is my words and not Sharrell. Um, black people just want to flaunt to Florida and spend all their money and and they don't care. They don't care that
Mm,
this is going on. These laws are being
mm,
passed. They want to go out there and be in Miami, and all their money is going to that. But I think DeSantis, I think he's going. If anything, I think he's going to bypass Trump. I don't think I'm a real political type person. I don't
mm.
think Trump is going to be able to get in this time, but I think it's going to be DeSantis, and it's a lot of Republicans
A lot.
that's coming out now. I forget the black guy's name that just announced that he's running, the congressman from South Carolina. But anyway, I want to say this about Fantasia. Yes, she
Tim
is from High
Scott.
Point. Yeah, Tim Scott. He just announced that he's running. I think that was this morning.
Mm.
That he announced. So he has no fly in the suit, if you tell me. But I want to say this about Fantasia. I think this music it's a
Oh,
musical, and I
yes.
think it's going to be great. I follow her. She is from North Carolina, where I'm from. She's from High Point. Her
So,
husband is, huh?
so wait, hold on. Everyone go on mute because someone has something ticking. What do you think, Nina? I mean, is Jodeci, JoJo, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
what's the other one's name?
Jodeci,
Ca-
Casey, and JoJo.
Casey and
They're
JoJo.
they're first cousins with Fantasia.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought. Go ahead.
yeah. They're all related somehow, first cousins or whatever. But yeah, she's from High Point, North Carolina. She has made a major comeback, and her voice is phenomenal. I met her once, but her husband is from Gastonia, North Carolina, where I'm from, and he just got his master's in divinity. So I just think that she's on a good road to recovery when it comes to her musical background. But I want to say this one thing, and you can drop me about the show last night. I think that they're all afraid of Kandi.
Mm-hmm.
Kandi is the mouth, the face, the everything of Roa right now. I'm with somebody else that said they need to recast everybody, even her. Just do a New York, bring a whole new cast on, because it's just getting a little bit ridiculous. And Drew, why you just couldn't say the shooting? Why did you have to say incident? I'm just
She was
you
scared. You know why? She was scared.
with her 30. What did she have, a 34-second cameo with Candace? And that was she was repeating after what Candace said. It was like a bebop. Yeah, what I'm saying. I thought that's not. It was
I'm
awful. It was
sorry.
awful. And no, I laughed too. I was with the rest of the girls. I was like, really? You invited the whole crew to come out to hear you for 34 seconds? And I'm just like, he just praised her. This man is awful to Drew. I don't understand why she is still with this. Well, I guess they're going through whatever they get ready to go through. But yeah, everybody is afraid of Kandi. I do think Marlo had a little bit of, I think she was, politically correct with what had happened with her nephew. Kandi shut it down though. Kandi was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Really, I'm just over Kandi and the whole Roar cast. I'm just over them all.
No, I don't know what it is. Drew, if you're watching, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it was 39 seconds.
39 seconds,
Yeah.
and I thought,
39.
really, you repeated what Candace said. Candace said a line, you repeated a line. That wouldn't have been Shamia Morton. You understand what I'm saying? So she took Shamia Morton's place because Shamia couldn't be there. Shamia is she was actually in a group. She wouldn't have been doing that old bebop stuff that Candace made her look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? And then what did Drew have on? What in the world did she have on? I don't get this girl. I don't get her. But that's all I got to say.
Fendi.
You can drop me, Sharrell,
Oh,
and I
thank you,
love
Nina.
you, Terry, and I'm praying for
That's
y'all and
it,
all that.
yeah.
So y'all are in my heart and my prayers.
Okay, thank you, Nina. Take
Oh,
Okay.
care.
Can I
All right. Bye
quickly
Bye.
bye.
talk? Sharrell, sorry, from England is Ola. Sorry to disturb you.
Hi, Ola.
My love is to you and Terry. Yeah, it's been a while. I had my own situation going on here, so I understand what you're going through. So mine is, I get it. It's one day at a time,
Mhm.
but my heart is towards you guys. It's not going
Thank
to be
you.
easy. So what I can tell you as his precious wife, the love of his life, you've always been there and keep on being there for him.
Oh, thank you,
Because
Ola.
at this
Thank
time in
you.
life, it's not every time when it's good, even when it's bad, that's when you know the ones that love you.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
understand?
definitely.
So
Yeah,
my
I do.
heart
It's
goes
gonna
out
be
to
one
you
day. It's
guys.
gonna be one. It's going to be one day at a time for him. I don't know if you were on my members only.
At a time. It's not. It's yeah. I get it. I've been there. I understand. It's not going to be easy. So just keep loving him and let the kids be around him and the grandkids because he needs it right now. And
Thank
I
you.
wish him my love from here. And I wish him to be. He's a soldier. He knows what I'm saying. He will
Yeah.
soldier on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He
Let me,
is a soldier. So my love to him. That's what I'm calling it. I haven't called you guys for a while because I've had my own situations going here. But for him and for you, in times of trouble, I'll be there. Even
oh,
times of goodness,
that's so
I'll be there.
sweet. Thank you, Ola. Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
it.
it.
So I love you guys. I wish all of you the best. And please send my love to him that is in my prayers always. All of
Thank you.
you.
I will. I will. Thank you so much. Did you want to sound off on
So
anything
have a
else,
lovely
Ola?
evening, guys. I have to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ola. Take care.
Oh, and Kim, this is so much tea. Do you know what? When you were saying that this might be a storyline or a plot for her to come back to Bravo, this makes sense. It
It's
really does
doesn't it
because
feel that way? It's
it does because we have to remember Croy was practically her like slave at one point. He would do everything for Kim. He was painting her nails, doing her hair, taking the girls to school.
painting
He
her
was
nails,
doing it.
AJ.
He was on the show.
Did he
You know,
really?
he, on part
Yeah,
yeah,
he
on
did.
that he
Oh
used to paint her
my
hair,
gosh.
do her hair, carry her clothes, carry a handbag, everything. And and now he's suing her and thinks she's crazy.
It doesn't
It's
make any sense.
it doesn't make any sense
Yeah,
at all. So
it
and
does.
also I don't know how the laws work in America, but if you divorce, you then don't owe. I don't know who's going to owe the
No,
money. Do they both?
both of them are still held accountable for the back taxes.
Oh,
So yeah, they said.
Yeah,
Let
they
me read this
split the
really
and
quickly.
difference.
'Cause this
and
is
he wants
funny.
alimony from Kim as well.
Yeah, he does. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna report on it and tell you what I think. But if it was true, this is a mess. If it's not true, it's not going to work. Like I don't
It's
know. It
not.
just this super chat says Drew deserved those dead flowers. Y'all are messy. From Vaughn that Ralph brought her from Vaughn's the grocery store. That was that. She makes Erica Jane look like Celine Dion.
She
All
does.
right. Let me go to who's next. Ladam, are you there?
Yes, I am. First of
Sound
all,
on.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Eh, Okay, my sincere condolences to you, to Perry,
Thank
and
you.
the whole
Thank you.
family. I had
Thank
just
you.
lost two members in January, so it's hard. But with you sticking by his side, everything's gonna be all right. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I
And
hope so.
yeah, let me talk about this DeSantis dude in Florida. I mean, he's not alone. There's a lot of these governors that's going buck wild out there. It's like we're having a psychological civil war going on here in America.
I
We're
didn't know
we're
there were
falling
others. Go
deeper.
ahead.
Well, not believing with him, but there are other people that has like, well, it's out there. Ideologies is out there, and it's like this company's falling apart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you still there? She's got
Can I
Ladam?
chime in, Sharrell?
Especially
Oh,
if they're not the
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
She's fading. You're
Is everything
fading in
okay?
and out. Can you drop and come back in?
Oh,
I'm gonna see.
yes, I
Okay.
will. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, what did you say, Bonji?
I said, can I chime in?
Yeah, chime in. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start first with the song that wasn't a song, Bruce Adora. Um, so remember when Braxton Family Values used to come on, and Tamer used to say she doesn't want to do doo wop pop pop for Tony Braxton.
Mhm.
That wasn't even a dua
I think
because
I think you're trying to drag Drew. Ganji,
no,
are
Sharrell, I'm only stating facts. Sonia even said when she won the gold medal in the 400 meters, she ran for a longer time than Drew's little song.
Mhm.
And really, should we call it a song? Because it was sentences to me that she was just repeating back. I would be shocked if it was six sentences.
Like Bonji, what's gotten into you?
I'm
Damn.
just telling it like I say it, Sharrell.
Okay.
And then also with Kim, I don't care for the reason why they're doing what they're doing
Uh-huh.
because I never watched the show and I won't bother watching it even if it comes back.
Damn.
And
Okay.
as for the women of Roa, it's so tired, it's so exhausting. Every
Yeah.
time they open their mouth, I roll my eyes. And
Yeah.
now I'm getting so concerned that one of these Sundays I'll roll my eyes and they'll get stuck. And then don't get me started with Ron DeSaden.
Yeah.
First of all, he is a minority himself. One.
What do you mean?
He
Hold on. So
is
everyone go on mute. Someone's rattling something in the back.
he
Uh,
is Latinx, meaning
he's what?
that he has Latin origins. Him and his wife.
He's Latin.
Yeah, Latinx meaning he's originally from Latin America.
Wow. Go ahead.
Those are his roots.
Mm.
And then the second thing is he is pretending to be a populist person who cares about all these issues. That man went to Harvard and then he went to Yale. He is Ivy League educated. And he's not the only one. Ted Cruz from Texas went to Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
They have clerked for the Supreme Court. So
Mm-hmm.
these are people who are creating culture wars
Mm-hmm.
and pretending like those culture wars are issues that their constituents care about, which
Mm-hmm.
is not true.
Mm-hmm.
For example, his Don't Say Gay bill is nothing but hate as far as I'm concerned.
It's most
Because
definitely hate. It's hate.
because there is no way in this day and age you
Right.
can really stick your neck out for something like your Don't Say Gay bill, but
Mm-hmm.
you refuse to take care of the pows that have happened in your state
Mm-hmm.
and kids
Mm-hmm.
have succumbed to that. But that's not a priority. The third thing is he is not alone. I agree with the previous caller.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in Oklahoma, and
Mm-hmm.
in Oklahoma they have restricted reproductive rights for women.
Mm-hmm.
They have um also adopted this lie that critical race theory is being taught in schools. They can't even define what CRT is.
Mm-hmm.
So how can it be taught in schools when they can't even define what it is? And then here in Middle America, I won't say which state I'm in, but after Oklahoma passed their ban on reproductive rights, they wanted to do the same thing in my state.
Mm-hmm.
And the state legislature here said, okay, let's put it to a referendum, because the assumption was everyone was going to vote for banning reproductive rights. Do you know what happened? Because people really, really got serious about standing up and going to vote. 65% of our state, including the most conservative places of our state, voted to keep reproductive rights in place because they see how it's so hypocritical when we discuss that issue, because the concern is for a child before the child exits the womb. Once the child exits the womb, there is no value placed on that child's life. And I say
Okay.
that because when
All right.
if you look at the budget that's being propose right now.
Okay,
It
wait.
cuts the social safety net.
Okay. You're going too far into politics, Bonji. Too far. We're gonna keep it a little light. Is that okay?
The bottom line, Sharrell, is people need to register to vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we can't say, okay, Florida this, Florida that, Oklahoma this, um, um, South North Carolina that. No, if we don't vote, we deserve the leadership that we have.
All right.
And then I'll say
And
this last. Let me say this last, Cheryl. It's
Really quickly,
also
Bonji.
it's also important for people to learn what the issues are in different states.
That's
Because
true.
because these laws are being done in legislatures and people are not aware of what's happening. Educate yourself
All
and
right.
save this democracy.
Thank you, Bonji. You're very passionate about it. That's why
and
I bring it up so people can stay, know what's going on.
You know why
Let's
I'm
see.
passionate,
yeah.
Cheryl? I left a country where as a 24-year-old, I had never been able to vote. So when I became a citizen, voting is so important because it's part of us being a civil society.
All right. Thank you, Bonji. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Kendall, sound off really quickly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, tired. We're redoing our house, but prayers and love to you and Perry. I texted you today. Did you see another blogger's thing about Jamie Foxx today
No. What happened?
on Hollywood Unlocked? I don't want to say his
Oh,
name.
Jason? No, I
Yes.
like Jason. Go ahead.
Yeah, he said they were talking about that it's a ruse, that he says that the Chinese guy, is his name Jolo, and Leonardo DiCaprio and Jamie Foxx
What?
are being sequestered by a federal court, and that he's never had a stroke. There's nothing wrong with
Wait,
him.
stop. Whoa.
Yeah,
Jason
I
Lee
couldn't believe that
said
yeah,
that
that's
it's
what he
a
put out.
ruse.
Yes. He said that he was trying to keep from going to court. But why would his daughters say he's in the hospital? That just
Oh,
like
are you
almost
sure
crushed
he
me.
said that?
Honey, I
Are you
watched the
sure he said
video.
that?
It's on Hollywood Unlocked on my parents' and my son's grave. I am not
Wow.
lying to you. Not
Whoa, I
kidding.
don't even know what to say. Has
I
anybody on this
sent you I
panel?
sent you the link on the text message on Perry's hotline
Oh,
text message.
Perry has his phone. Oh,
Oh,
No,
this is
I didn't
T.
have another way to send it to you. I don't know. Will it let me
Wow.
link put a
just send it to
link
my
in the
IG,
chat?
my Instagram.
I will.
Wow,
I'll
everybody's
do
saying
that.
that they saw it.
Hmm.
Whoa.
That is
I couldn't believe
crazy.
that. And I know that Tim Scott is a Republican, but he is for people of color. And I worked on his campaign for his first senatorial campaign. I do believe he's a good man. And I did meet Jamie Foxx one time. We were going through to the National Rodeo Finals, and we were going through the Bellagio, and he was there, and I stared at him going across the casino floor, and he noticed me staring at him, and he kind of waved. And I told my buddies, I'm like, that's Jamie Foxx. And they're like, oh, no, it's not. And he was
Oh
the
my
nicest
God.
guy. And I know that
We're even
everybody said,
saying this. I'm
yeah,
gonna have to call Jason. I'm gonna call him when I hang
yes.
up. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe that.
And I didn't know if
I'm
maybe
just
you could pull
shocked.
it up on your Pacer thing and see if there's federal documents about stealing money. And I believe that Jolo guy maybe from Malaysia, and that about
Wow.
making movies, and that DiCaprio and Jamie were involved with some movies that he had like financed. I mean,
What?
this guy
This
is
is
like,
insane. I'm gonna call him when I get off. Oh my gosh. Let
I'll
me.
send you the link. I'll send you the link on Instagram. You can go ahead and drop me, but I think Ola
Thank
was
you.
right. Everybody is afraid of Candy.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me the tea. That is unbelievable. I'm really in shock. I appreciate it. Thank you,
I love
Kendall.
you, and I love Perry, and I love your show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day,
I'm
honey.
sitting
Bye
here
bye.
and Bye-bye. Sly, sound off really quickly because I don't even know what to say. Did you hear what she said, Sly? Sly, are you there?
Are you saying
Shy?
hi? Oh,
Shy.
hi.
I'm sorry, I got my glasses
Well,
on.
I'm sorry. Hello, panel. Hello, Sharrell. And I send my condolences to you and your family. I'm an educator in Florida.
Mhm.
And I was sitting working on my reading endorsement, and I said, I'm just going to listen to Sharrell while I'm doing my work. Just left my classroom, and I was clearing out my library because Ron DeSantis is asking teachers, well, the leaders, to tell their teachers to, go through their libraries. A lot of it will be the African American books. Am I throwing the books away? No, I have set them aside. With the bill that you all were talking about. Basically, it's talking about teachers kindergarten through third grade, where we're not supposed to teach about sex. Okay, I'm a first grade teacher. I'm not teaching about sex, so
Yeah.
they feel as though it should stay in the hands of the parents. And it is really going down in Florida now for educators, and a lot of educators are leaving Florida now. One thing about, and I use an example, there's an educator, and this happened, I think last month, an educator in Tampa, Florida. She showed the movie A Strange World. In The Strange World, the character was a biracial gay character. Now she's being investigated by the Florida Department of Education.
Child, I can't. Really?
Yes. And
Wow.
the parent challenged it, saying, now she was given permission to show movies, social media, but the parent challenged it, saying, but I didn't tell you that my child could see that movie. That should have been left in my hands. So it's a lot going on with Florida with what Ron DeSantis has introduced. We now have to go back into the Florida standards and change those standards so we can define what is age appropriate for children.
Oof, yeah, we
It's a
did.
lot. I'm just touching the surface.
It's a lot.
really
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
So
Yeah.
just to hear you talk about it, I'm like, well, let me call in. I'm sitting here doing my work, just up my classroom.
We have to, I don't like talking politics, but this man is a nut job on the loose. He really is.
Yeah.
PS, sound off really quickly.
Well, I just want to say that my heart goes out to both you and Perry, and I hope everything works out and everything is okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I did want to add this though. Did you hear about what's going on Huntsville?
No.
You didn't hear about Martell threatening to leak an S tape with him and Melody?
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as the Housewives are concerned, I'm sick of them.
You're sick of them?
I'm
AJ, you are too?
Yes, I'm so sick of them. They can pretty
Oh.
much, I think few of them can go. I think it comes because Marlo is the one confronting Kandi, it just comes not that strong. If it would have been Portia, or it would have been coming from, for example, like Nene or someone like that, it would have have more credibility. But I don't know, but Marlo, and against, it's just gonna.
Let me pop over really quickly. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go see if Jason Lee is on now, because this is absolutely wild. Hold on.
This tea, yes.
I mean,
But
I
is it
don't know
true?
what to say.
Is it true?
I'm gonna see. Hold on. I never do this.
If he's
I
on that
never go
list.
to someone else's channel while I'm on, but Jason's different. I don't see. I don't see that he's live now, but that doesn't mean he didn't talk about it. That is crazy. I'm definitely gonna look into it. I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Housewives is just getting stale, isn't it?
It is.
It's getting.
And they don't have any money.
No, it's getting stale. And as much as I don't like Kandi, I have to say that I kind of have to agree with her. If I don't know you, I don't know you. It's not being disrespectful. I just don't know you. And I'm just going to need her to exit stage left, because she's doing because she's doing way too much. I can't.
Mhm.
Every time I look at Drew, every time I see Drew, I lose a brain cell.
And Drew, she's such a good actress. She knew that they were cousins.
Yeah,
She was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were
Hold
cousins."
on. Wait, you
Like she
lose a
found
brain
out that was.
cell.
I do. I lose a brain cell because she's so stupid. It's like she not only was she on.
Wait, hold up. They watch these things,
I
okay?
don't. I
Did
don't
they?
care.
Oh,
I don't care. I really don't. I said it on her live, and she went live today complaining that her Uber driver stopped to get gas.
Yeah, I seen that. Y'all are messy. Michelle, did you have anything to add to the conversation? Do you despise
Hi.
Drew? Hi.
Hi. First
Yeah.
time caller.
she
Love
can
you
still love
Welcome.
it.
guys. Love you guys. And I've been trying hard to get on here. First of all, in terms of the political situation that you're talking about, Bonji is absolutely correct. Vote and
Yeah.
make sure you know what's going on in your state. We've heard so much about Florida and then Montana's banning TikTok and all these different
Oh
things.
yeah, did you? Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
is, vote, vote, and vote, and encourage everybody else to vote, unless they're voting opposite you. Well, I'm going to change the subject because I don't really like to talk about politics because I can go down the rabbit hole. I'm gonna get
Mhm.
on that RHOA situation. Snooze. I
It
was.
really was.
I was so like the first episode, I said, oh wow. I said, maybe it's coming back. Maybe we're getting a little
Yeah.
something going on. But last night I said, just sat there and just shook my head because everything seemed so staged. From Drew,
Mhm.
FaceTiming Kandi while
Mhm.
Courtney was in the vicinity and talking as if she knew but didn't know that there was some conflict. And then I was really rooting for her when Drew went on stage with Beyonce wannabe. What's her name? I don't watch that.
Candace.
Potomac.
Candace.
Yes. And the thing is, I used to live in around that area.
Mhm.
I still don't watch it. Anywho, I was like, what are we doing here? And I
Mm.
mean, I'm glad that she got exposure to the limited degree. Sonya Shade was funny because it was what, 42 seconds, 43 seconds, and some change when she got up there. And I was like, Sonya,
Yes.
good one. I love the shade, sis. I love the shade. But then when we were going into the situation with Kandi and the girls and Courtney and all of this other kind of stuff, I'm like, why are we talking about this again? I mean,
Mhm.
yes, Courtney did say something extra about, people going to this club after Kandi, mentioned it in her Instagram, and then the people who are there who are ghetto. I think that we, as in our culture, we need to stop doing that. We need to stop doing that. Well, I got ghetto family members, Miss Courtney said.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how do they feel about you talking about it in such a derogatory way? Right?
Mhm.
I
So
really had a problem with that. But
It's just ugh. The
it was
whole
and then
show
that
just
Courtney.
yeah. And
trash.
there was no Sheree. It's why Sheree was not even there, and I didn't even miss it. I didn't even miss
Yeah.
Sheree. I was like,
It's
okay, I
crazy.
know the show is over now
every
because
time,
I
every.
really stopped like watching it after Nene left. I just needed like
It's gone
someone.
downhill. And I'm
It's
not
gone
trying to
so
shade the
downhill.
show or have anyone lose their job, but it's
Oh my
terrible. What
goodness,
were you gonna say, Pia,
so
really
terrible.
quickly? Because I this girl just sent me the link, so I'm gonna
Okay,
play it. I'm gonna
Mm,
play it.
all right. I'm gonna say
mm.
this and then I'm gonna drop down. I
Okay.
I just I just need Drew, Sanya, and Sheree to leave.
Damn.
Sanya
That's the whole cast. Okay.
and
Well,
Sheree
All
and
right.
Sanja.
Okay,
Sanja.
so according to the rumors, someone was listening to Jason Lee, and he said that the whole Jamie Foxx situation is not true. It's a disguise. It's a fraud. So I haven't heard this. She just sent it to me. I want to hear what Jason says. Hold on.
Oh.
phone calls, and I said, I can't believe that Jamie Foxx is gonna die. And the person said to me, "Child, he ain't gonna die. He was just at court." All right, Jamie Foxx, he's in the news. As you know, we talked about Jamie here recently where his daughter went live and said that he was in the hospital having had a minor complication or medical complication. There were lots of rumors that surfaced. I'm just going to summarize this as we speed through because there's so much text here. Shout out to Ariella and her investigative noting. But either way, he was in the hospital. They said that he had a stroke. That was the word allegedly. I'm going to say where's that boom? Allegedly. On the streets. Then they said that it took a turn for the worse. Allegedly. People said that the family was preparing for his funeral. Just had me in my feelings where I got to making phone calls. Now, everybody know at Hollywood Unlocked, I know everybody. And I know how to unlock Hollywood in a way that others cannot. I was going to say something else more inappropriate, but I'm trying to be a better person. So I started calling around saying, what's going on? I called a very close friend of Jamie's, and they said, when the whole rumor came out that he was dying and he was going to die and they were burying him, they were like, nope, Jamie's fine. He's good. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Nope. I mean, they cut me off in the middle of my emotional plea to understand if Mr. Foxx was going to be in a box. Okay. So then I said, okay, well, hold on. Jamie's okay. Then the next day, I text somebody else. Somebody else called me who's really big in the industry. They said, Jamie's dying. No, listen, we're gonna laugh because he's not dying. I'm not laughing. There's some I smell some stuff going on, and I'm just gonna say what I think based on what I know. Now, people can say I'm gonna say allegedly a lot here because I know people are gonna want to sue after this. I know people are gonna be upset, people, whatever. But I know I'm probably not gonna be invited to no more Jamie Foxx parties, but neither was Claudia Jordan after she said he was sleeping with Tom Cruise's wife. So let me go ahead and just go on and break this down. Katie Holmes, you remember when they was dating? It was true though. Claudia outed that.
Come on.
How could you?
My God, now you outing Claudia for outing.
No, she already.
Well, he's taking a long time.
And then the gag is when Jamie was he had a stroke. Claudia posted a photo saying, "Wish him well."
I will say this: it's very weird how they're handling the Jamie Foxx situation. They still haven't even confirmed that it is a stroke, but that's the rumors going around the internet. His daughter's been acting very strange. She act like there was no problem, and they're gonna redo the new season on Shazam, I believe it's called. They're handling it very, very weird. I don't know. Do you think it could be? So
I think like Jamie Foxx is very, very private. Like we didn't even know that he was dating Tom Cruise's wife, Katie Holmes, to like years later. He's very secretive.
Oh, what's going on? What's the secrecy here? Why doesn't he come out and say he had a stroke or what? Why the secrecy? They're handling it very weird. And they're pretending like he's okay, but I don't think that's him running his Instagram. That's not.
But that would be a weird statement to give to the press. Jamie Foxx is in the hospital. He had a stroke. Like he wouldn't want that to be out. Nobody. I don't think people would like. I wouldn't like it if I was a celebrity.
He's
and
an
I went to hospital. I wouldn't tell the press.
He's an A-lister, and you can't hide things that happen to him. The public very much is.
Yeah, but Jamie never confirms or denies. He's very secretive. He's been like that for many, many years.
So,
there's so many stories about him. That's why there's so many mystique about him for all those years.
Opinion, have you heard that the stroke theory is just a ruse to get out of paying some money?
No, I have not heard that, but I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think Jamie is a fraud like that. I think he's a private person. I think he was hurt. I just think he doesn't want to come out yet. When he's ready, he'll come out and he'll say whatever. I'm just happy that he's doing better. Whatever.
Okay. Do you guys want to still hear the video?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's taking him a minute. Let me go.
Let me tell you, the minute I get a chance to work with Claudia, I'm gonna live for her because she's messy. You're messy. She's messy boots. All right, well look. Okay, so anyway, so people were saying Jamie Foxx is having a heart attack. He had a stroke. Then they said he's getting better. Then they said he's dying. Then they said the funeral's being planned. Then all these people are saying no, it's not. Then the daughter said he was playing pickleball. I can tell you now, I've heard a lot of games that involve balls that Jamie has played. Basketball.
Okay.
football, tennis.
And what
Listen. Also, I have to use the bathroom because
I don't know.
He's played a lot of different types of sports. But what I will say is, I've never heard Jamie Foxx play pickleball. I've never seen a picture of him playing pickleball. I googled it. I didn't see no pickleball. I didn't even know what the fuck pickleball was.
All right, you guys, I don't know how long he's going to be with this, but I'm going to listen
Yeah.
to it. That's absolutely
Oh, he's
crazy.
reading. Oh, he's reading. He's
Yeah, I think
reading.
he
Jamie
is.
Foxx for filth. Oh, basketballs, balls.
I'm
Just
not.
play it.
Jason's
He thinks
crazy.
he's gay.
Sound off opinion. I'm sorry. What were you going to say today? There's so much craziness going on. Now you sent me the stuff about Ariane trying to clear her name. This is I'm tired of reality TV. That's what it is. It's a mess. Did you watch Roa last night?
I did. I watched it. This is my thing with Roa. I feel like I'm not getting nothing out of this season, really.
Music. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I feel like I'm not getting nothing out of this season. I really do.
Nothing.
I feel like it's just blah. Like, this is what y'all gonna give us, and I'm like, no, I can't do a whole season of this. I'm hoping something gonna shake and move because ain't none of this happening.
We need weight pulling or something.
They have all the
Something to shake it
ingredients
up.
to make it a juicy season. They're all fighting with each other. They're plotting and everything, but it's just flat for us because we've seen this before, where cast members get together before a show, say what they're gonna say. Unfortunately, Marlo and what's her name, Sharrell, their plot to take down Kandi is not working whatsoever. Yeah. It's really making them look bad. And if you plan on taking down the top dog, which she is the highest paid, then you really need to make it work. It needs to be a well thought out plan.
Marlo ain't even that good to try to take down nobody. I'm just saying,
yeah, exactly. She's not.
Marlo is not that girl. She thinks she's that girl, but she's not that girl. Like, I'm telling you,
people chickening out. Drew, that like if you're a part of the plot.
And well, after I heard the whole backstory, I see why Drew did what she did.
Why did she? What's the backstory?
They said behind the scenes, the producers was like, "Look, one of y'all got to bring it up," and nobody was saying anything. And then so finally, Drew was like, "Are we gonna talk about the incident?" And she was like, Marlo was like, she was really mad because she said incident. Why you can't say, the S word? And she was like, that's what made her mad. And then she said she started bubbling. She was like, but if Drew didn't say it, she was gonna say it anyway. But she just didn't want everybody hating on her, talking about something. You just don't like Kandi. And I'm like, why do you care? Like, I don't understand.
Let's just be honest.
This is my thing. Like, if it's already been all over the news, why do you care if she talk about it? If she says she's not going to talk about it, I feel like the producers are the one that's messing this show up because you keep trying to do it. Like, you keep trying to talk about it, and this girl already told she ain't going to talk about it. If she ain't going to talk about it, she ain't going to talk about it. If she told y'all she ain't going to talk about it, you think she going to tell Drew or Sonya or any of the rest of them if they asked her about it? No, she's not going to talk about it.
Right. I don't think the producers... I don't think the producers are messing up the show. I think the cast members are messing up the show. Every Housewife franchise with this formula that they're all going by. And it's getting really bad. And I'm just going to say it because I heard there was a rumor that cast members are going as far as to hire troll farms, just like Lisa Rinna did.
Oh my God.
When you're hiring troll farms to take down somebody's reputation, it's going too far. It's been going on too long. People don't want the cast to rotate. Certain people want to stay on the job, so they invent these crazy storylines. And it's just, I'm over it. Emmanuel, sound off. I'm over it.
Hey, Sharrell, how you been?
Hi.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Perry's mom passed away, so we've been
I'm so sorry about that. I saw the video. Tell Perry I say I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I disagree with everything in my opinion said, only because I want to know what gives Kandi the right to choose what she wants to or not talk about. If this is something that happened publicly, and the restaurants she promotes on air, what gives her the right not to talk about it? If this would have happened to
She said it's
Marlo,
legal.
I get that, but Erica's things were legal. Jen Shaw's things were legal. Teresa's things were legal, and everybody wanted to talk about it. I bet you, if this had happened to Marlo, Kenya would be talking about it every single place she could. Kandi would be talking, but they all would be talking about it. So I understand Marlo's frustration about that.
Well, you're. This is just
Yeah, it's just
what?
the right message, but just the wrong messenger, I suppose.
It's
Coming
just
from
think
Marlo, it's
Candy.
a little bit.
I don't think if Kandi doesn't want it to. I mean, at the time of the filming, this happened just like a few weeks prior, correct?
Or
Oh,
months.
the pow pow at her establishment. So things were still unfolding. There's the legal aspect to it, and then there are potential lawsuits, not just what happened at Blaze, but what happened at OLG. And secondly, why would you want to talk about it with people like Marlo, who clearly does not like her, and all of that? I don't understand why people
Well,
have a hard time with that.
the whole thing just doesn't make sense. Why aren't the producers talking to Kandi? And why aren't they making her talk about it if they want to talk about it? Why do they have to go to Drew and Barlow? That story just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it
I think
doesn't.
They tried,
a
Sharrell.
plot. What'd you say, Emmanuel?
They tried last episode. The guy said, "Are we going to address the elephant in the room?" And Kandi said, "No."
Exactly,
Oh yeah, that
because
was
the
tough.
producers
Yeah,
are
Tanya.
being shady.
Then they should penalize Kandi, because you can't
They
have.
should, yeah.
Let me tell you why. Not just Kandi. What's the other girl's name? Robin. People that hide their storylines. I'm not paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars to just give us a squeaky clean image. Let's talk about your real life. And I
Well,
think
you know, Erica couldn't talk about a lot of her stuff because it was legal too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
even when they were throwing stuff up at her, she was like, "Look, I'm not gonna talk about it."
and they should have made her talk about it. And they should have a universal rule for the entire franchise. If you don't talk about a storyline, then you're going to get fired. That's what I think. So, hey, Diva, how are you? You're on mute.
I'm doing well. You know, Emmanuel triggered me. I'm sitting back watching, trying to mind my business.
Oh
And he
no,
wants to talk
Diva.
about Kandi need to tell. She can't tell nothing. This is a legal situation. And he wanted to say Jen Shaw did. Well, Jen Shaw's behind bars. He wanted to say Teresa did. Well, Teresa went to jail and served time. Okay. And you see Erica Jane, she wasn't really talking much. She was only trying to cover her tracks to avoid some court case and going to jail. That's why she said her husband flipped over 20 times, and you know he.
Diva, you know I love you, girl. But stop. Cut it. They should not
Diva.
be allowed to just say what they want to say. They should be. They must tell the whole story, even if it's legal. Confront it. So I'm not paying you. They look. Kandi makes damn near over $2 million a year. That's a lot of money for me to own
a lawsuit.
Say it again.
Yeah, she
give it to a lawsuit in case somebody's suing her behind this pow pow.
Well, then talk about that.
Exactly,
Talk about
Diva.
and say
Exactly.
This
then
woman
you not.
controls her narrative so much. She's got a YouTube channel
Running this
every week
pod.
talking about the episode. She needs to stop being a control freak and talk, say like it is, because like she just want. No, she
Well, you
wants
know
to
what?
control the
You know what,
narrative
Diva?
every
I
time. She
actually,
needs to be exposed.
I
Just tell
don't
the
know.
truth.
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'm bothered that Kandi won't talk about it, or if it's that I'm bothered the women won't bring it up. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay, see, get it right, Emmanuel. Don't be mad at Kandi. Don't hate Kandi because she talks about everything else. Her whole marriage got dogged up on the TV with Mama Joyce talking about her marriage. Kandi's not hiding anything. Kandi got dragged for filth about the dungeon. Kandi's business is on Roa Streets. We need to roll back the footage from all the
Kandi is hiding a lot of
even
stuff.
let's say Let's
She is.
say she can't tell the whole story.
Yes.
Talk about the parts that you can talk about. There was a fight. This is who did it, and this is what they were arguing about, and so but I can't get too deep into. Say you cannot come on and act like the whole thing didn't happen.
I
Well,
don't
she
think
knows
she's
a little
acting
bit
like
of
that
it.
though, Sharrell.
What's that?
Sharrell,
You
she
think
said that she couldn't talk about it. She and Todd said it last week. And
talk
Well,
about
there
what?
was a
it was
brief
like, but
situation in which
it was
she
like they were pulling it out of her because they said, "Are you going to address the elephant in the room?" And she
Yeah,
said, "No."
yeah.
So
She
yeah,
could have
she
done a
did say that.
statement. She
But
could have
she
done a short
also
statement and
said,
said, "I
well,
cannot
let me tell
talk
you what I'm
about it"
getting
or
tired of.
something.
And it's not just Roa, it's the franchise of these women making so
They're
much
all
money.
liars.
Yeah, like with Robin and Juan, the cheating thing. We should have been, they should have been topic. It should have been brought up by Robin. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it should have, and
No,
not on
that
her pay
situation, you're right.
channel.
I'm sorry, AJ. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
That situation, you are correct. Okay, with Robin. Okay, but Robin doesn't show anything. Kandi is not the same. Kandi shows a lot of her life, and this is a legal situation where she has to tread lightly. You say the wrong thing, and they will pull this footage and use it in a courtroom, and you can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. She needs to keep her money in the bank. She doesn't need for somebody to be suing her, and then she has to pay the money that she earned this year. So y'all got to back off of Kandi just a
Well, that
little
would be
bit.
nice,
But
Diva, if there was a court
Big
case.
Pun
That would
and
be
Fat
nice if
Joe
there was.
on.
That would be nice, Diva, if there was a court case that I tried to pull up. What court case is she talking about? Like, show me that there's a court case, and then I'll be hush on it. But just by you saying your own words that you can't talk
Yeah,
about it for legal reasons.
and
What legal reasons? And
don't bring her cousin on as well. The one that looks like Fat Joe. Don't bring him on.
no, we're not.
Big Pun.
No, we're not going to talk about the cousins.
No, but if she doesn't, she's giving us like little glimpses. If she doesn't want to talk about it, don't bring him in. Why was he on there anyway?
Because he
I
needed a
don't.
little.
On
Yeah,
that
yeah.
episode, I don't understand it. With a bucket of chicken and a bit of fries
Because he
on that
needed to
table,
AJ, now
What's
you know
going
he the
on?
chef. Now you know he the chef.
He's
He
the
was
chef.
on there because he the chef.
Is that something he cooked up? I mean,
Yes, that was something he cooked up. They were trying out new food for the restaurant.
Look,
and he had
AJ,
a
stop.
he had something around his arm as
But
well.
let's go back to what we were talking about with
Yeah, but Kandi needs to basically, if she doesn't want to talk about it, don't bring on like your cousin and show us and make us curious because we are going to get to the tea. And then say, I don't want to talk about it, but she needs to talk about it. See,
AJ, you are.
and she's probably going to get away with it. She's going
Well,
to get
now,
away with
Diva,
it.
what about that? What if? How do you know there's a lawsuit? Because we certainly can't find it.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
lawsuit, but if she talk about it, she can be held liable because that's her restaurant. So if she talks about it and lets something slip that they can sue her for, then she can be held liable because that's her restaurant.
Well, why not say that? I feel like we're not getting the full picture of what's happening, the real nut that went on. And it does feel like she tells some things and not others, but she's not the only housewife to do that. Just all of them. There should be a universal rule that if you don't want to talk about your life, all aspects, then you're not going to return next season.
And they don't
Then
have
we wouldn't have no
insurance, probably.
housewives because all of them do that.
Exactly. See my point? Like,
And they don't,
it's
maybe no insurance, maybe. or
Because we
something.
ain't seen now.
Those
This is
people.
what we really need to see. I need to see Kenya in court with this man. Like, why we can't see that?
Yeah, we want to see that, and we want to
Because
see
here it is, this man trying to take your house. He wants some alimony. I want to see it.
well, that's
okay?
true too.
I'm
Why
tired of seeing
aren't
it,
we
too.
seeing it that this Roa and not just Roa,
I'm
the
tired of
entire
seeing it.
franchise feels staged and
We don't know these people.
pre-planned, and it's just not. Am I the only one that thinks that it doesn't seem authentic anymore? It just
It's not
feels
authentic.
with the
staged.
producers crossing in and talking about there's an elephant in the room, et cetera, Yes, it
Yeah.
does seem staged. But what I want to know is, how does Marlo make her money?
That's what we want to know exactly, and it's not that closet that she
Why?
says that she
So,
lends
so,
people
so, so if
clothes.
we if
There's
we
more to that
asking people,
story.
right? So if we asking people to keep it 100, we need to have the same energy towards everybody. So
Yeah.
everybody keep secret in the
We,
closet. So if Kandi doesn't want to talk about this pow pow, she don't get to talk
no.
about the pow pow. Just like Marlo doesn't talk about where she get her money from. Just
Y'all
like
are
Kenya Moore is not
messy.
addressing, just like Kenya Moore is not addressing the husband and the divorce and all of this other stuff. Okay, just like Sonya's
Yeah.
not addressing why she really had 500 people in her house. Okay, just like this
Mm-hmm.
court is not addressing
Hmm.
why she just came on and out the gate. She's going after Kandi. Like, come on now. So they all got some
They,
phoniness to them. We're
they
not going
do.
to hold that energy on Candy's back. She's not going to talk about this pow pow. Now, you want to ask her about something else? You want to ask her how she mad at Mama Joyce? Let's get that in. You want to
What
ask?
about this, Steven? The stuff that they don't talk about as the cast would be really good for the show. I want to know about
Yeah.
the slicing. I want to hear from her. I want to know
Yeah.
about it. I want to hear about what's going on in court with Kenya. I want to know what happened at Candy's restaurant. Who else? They're all hiding stuff. And
I
that's making it go flat. Last night's
I want to
episode,
know why Ross don't want to stay there with Senior. Like she keep running for the
Mm-hmm.
party, man. Every time that man get here in Houston, what is in Houston keeping him there other than that car business? Cause it's something else.
and can we agree last night's episode fell a little flat?
It fell
Yes. It
100%
was
flat
flat.
because what was Marlo's energy for? That was so ridiculous. It didn't even make
Yeah.
sense. Her screaming
Oh,
and
it did not make sense because she was like, he worked for the restaurant. I thought she was finna say he worked for the restaurant when he got, but no,
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
2 years ago.
That was a
Yeah,
cover
and
up. That was a cover up that because they all planned to come down on Candy. Drew changed her mind. It's clear. Then she's tried to word it really, not so harsh. And then Marlo saying that it triggered her. It made you look dumb, Marlo. That's why I said you can't say that. It's just a mess. I'm over it, to be quite
she is
honest.
such a mess, Marlo. I don't know what's going on with her.
Wayne, can you sound off really quickly?
Yeah. Y'all was saying how like it's not authentic. I was watching the show. I mean, it was with Kenya and Kandi, and Kenya was saying that the producers had come to the table. They were talking and was trying to tell them what to talk about. And Kenya was complaining about that the producers won't let them have an organic conversation, let it develop. They want to interrupt and tell them what to talk about.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
That's
It's just a mess. What did you think of the show last night as a whole? Really quickly, Wayne.
I didn't
Did it fall flat?
I didn't see it last night. I
You're
was
not
busy.
missing anything.
No, but
so the ratings are down.
but I got some for the Kandi haters.
Okay, go ahead. Oh wow,
Candy cane.
What
that's kind of
what is
cute.
that? What
those
is
are
it?
those are candy canes for the candy haters.
No, no, no. What does Candy call her fans? Does she have a name?
Candy
Uh,
coated.
I don't know if she has a name, but I just
She should call them candy canes. That's
candy
cute. I
canes.
like it.
Right there you go.
Candy
Who want a
canes.
candy cane?
that is cute.
She's not. There's not going to be any women over 30 going to call her that. Are you kidding me?
All
Like
right. Did
her
I
fans are
interrupt you,
like,
AGA? Someone said let you talk. What were you saying?
oh no, I can't remember now. I think we were talking about Marlo, how dreadful that whole her coming at Candy, because Candy, this is with Candy. She is the number one girl at Atlanta, which led us all to believe there's something wrong with Atlanta. There's something really. If Candy's like the most interesting person on Atlanta, then we need to recast the whole series. I'm sorry,
Everyone
it's
go
not
on
going to
mute.
go well.
It didn't go well at all. Everyone go on mute because somebody has some sounds. Smoke, sound off really quickly before we wrap this up. What's
Hey,
up with the
Smoke.
picture? What's up with the picture, Smoke?
Oh, he said to read.
Because I just feel that way. Like we just need to pop all of their mouths at this point. But I agree with AJ. because it's so funny that housewives that aren't on the show have the most interesting storylines that we would be invested in. Nene, Portia, Cynthia, Eva, and even Kim. As much as we
And
don't
Kim.
like it, they have more going on in their lives than the actual housewives. So here's the thing I think about it. I think it's fair game because Kandi has always been, well, the street saying this about this person and want to put that out no matter if someone was in a legal matter or not. So guess what? Your day of reckoning has come as well. So now you have to talk about the stuff you don't want to talk about. And it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. So either talk about it or keep it on your YouTube channel where you can speak on it by yourself.
Oh, you're saying even if they don't address it on the show, you think she should address it on her channel? Why would she talk about it on the channel?
She uses her channel when something doesn't go her way to kind of just explain it away. Basically, no other housewife on Atlanta is doing that but her. So it's like, why don't you just sit, watch the show like everybody else, and then address it at the reunion when everybody has seen the full season? But no, you have to have an explanation for everything. So, okay. So, I feel like this is Kandi's turn to be like, you don't want to talk about something? Well, guess what? You are the centerpiece. You are the highest paid. You either lead the franchise to success or let it go down in failure like the other spinoffs you had. Just saying.
Yeah.
Let me say,
and she wouldn't miss it. She earns enough money anyway. She wouldn't miss it.
Sebastian says this is a legal situation. There is a criminal investigation. It all happened where they were filming. Then we need to know about that, Sebastian. Okay,
really?
We need to know. As a whole, I'm going to ask you straight up.
And she needs. And had she not spoke about it a little bit on her YouTube channel as well?
I don't. Did she speak about it, on her channel yet?
I'm sure she
not that I've seen, because she wasn't even on this week to speak on it. It was DJ A1.
But let's take Kandi out of the picture. Let's just take Kandi out of the picture. As a whole, is it time for the Real Housewives of Atlanta to go bye-bye?
No, I'm not ready for it. I agree with
Yes,
Smoke.
it is. Yes, it is.
Maybe we need to rethink this. We need to bring back
we keep bringing people back. We brought Sharrell back. We keep bringing people back. The storylines are flat.
Sharrell is not a strong person to bring back. Let's face it.
Sharrell wasn't nothing. Sharrell had been fired so many times. So yeah.
Oh, hold on. I thought I seen Perry. Hold on.
And she came back to build her house. That's a storyline. And then she came back. Oh, Perry.
Hi, Perry.
Hey, Perry.
We love you.
My condolences.
Yeah, Perry. Everyone
sending
you out. I hope your family's well.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Perry? By the way, why are you in the chat?
Join in the mess.
It's good to be here.
Drag them with us.
Hi, Perry. What the hell are you doing here? But I'm just saying, as a whole, it's time for Roa to go.
And do you know who's desperate to be on it? Tamar Braxton. Could they get her?
Oh, no. Heck no.
Because I want to know about her and her white fiance and how, because there's more to this story. There's no way.
No, you don't want to get nothing about it. No, you don't. You don't want to get nothing about it.
And I want to see Tamar on there because it would be interesting with her and Kandi. And they have a very...
No, it won't be interesting.
Can I say this?
Go ahead, Smoke. Go ahead.
Sharrell, the thing about it is reality TV as a whole is a dead genre because it's not talking about actual stuff. It's become pre-produced. It's scripted reality TV, which it defeats the purpose of the genre. So
you're saying, okay, let me push back. You're saying that Love and Marriage Huntsville can go too?
I'm saying all of it because at this point, everybody wants to be protective about what they talk about, what they discuss, what they show. So at this point, just turn it into a TV drama. Like get Shonda Rhimes to write the script, and we'll tune in then. But if you're going to be on reality TV,
and
then talk about your reality, all of it, the mess, the good stuff, and everything in between. But if you want to show some parts and not other, then you need not to be on a reality show and just start your own thing. Or hell, just write about what you want to write about.
But Smoke, if that's true, why is the Ultimate Girls Trip so good? It's so good.
Because here's my thing. It's shorter and they're not, they don't have really familial ties. So everybody is on go by the time the show is running. So I think it's the shorter time span. They don't have time to form alliances. They don't have to see each other
Oh,
stuff. They
that's
kind of just
true.
go off the rip.
That's it. You just said it. What's ruining the show? Having alliances. People ganging up on people. Because it's evident Candy's the target this season. They've already discussed it before the camera started rolling. They start interviewing about her before the show began. The alliances are messing up the show.
And they need
What
to cut
argument
20
fighting you want to
episodes
see?
to 10 episodes.
And it's too
Just 10
long.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's too
Well,
long. And
you know what,
nobody
Sharrell?
watches.
The
We don't have the
alliances and
patience.
the jealousy, the straight jealousy against Kandi is insane. Stop worrying about her paycheck. It don't matter how much she earned this paycheck. She's been on that show forever and she earned the paycheck. No other job in this world does somebody come in and they worry about your pay that you earn. If you worked on the job 13 years and you worked on the job 2 years, it's not my problem that I'm getting more than you. I earned this, and now I do get to sit back and chill because I earned this spot. Don't just be coming in here and coming for me. Don't do that.
But Diva, here's the
I
thing. She
think
didn't really
season
earn
9
the
is when
check.
she earned
Her
it.
mama
Yeah,
earned the check. Aunt Bertha earned the check. Todd earned the check. Even Riley earned the check for her. So
Yes.
Kandi without all those elements is boring.
But people
Yes,
have
and
to earn
she was
the
so
check.
boring.
All right.
Smoke.
Hold
She
on.
had to
I
go
have
and do
a
a song
feeling
with
that Sebastian came up here to cuss someone out. Go for it, Sebastian.
Bring it,
Go ahead.
Sebastian. I know you come for me. Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna have to address everything that happened. I didn't fully watch this whole stream, but I'm just gonna give my opinions on what happened that episode yesterday. Number one, this is a criminal investigation.
How do
One
we
of the
know
first
this,
things-
Sebastian?
One of the first things the police tell you to do is to not speak about it. I
How
didn't
do
even
we
know
know?
Kandi did that little confessional where she was talking about it. That was a little too much. She did it tight as she's not supposed to speak on it. Drew, I like the word. I like that Drew didn't say a pow pow thing. She just said incident because clearly it still kind of is recent. I don't even think that thing had like 2 or 3 weeks when they started filming. It was during filming and all these things happened. Second, Marlo is a horrible individual. I'm sorry. She's very horrible. She's very horrible.
Damn.
I feel like
What
this
did
is the
she
only
do
thing.
you?
She only knows about her family, her nephews, and things when it
Where
tries to
are the
make her
kids?
look like a better person. That's the only time we really see her talk about her nephews and things. It's the
Sebastian.
truth. Because it was not too long ago, she was dogging out her nephews and saying that her nephews don't shower nor wash under their underarms or brush their teeth.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be honest on that
Who
situation.
does that on
That was
TV?
disgusting when she said that on national television. The kids at school's parents watch that. They probably tell their kids that. Now those kids could probably get bullied because of that. That was wrong. Kim Zolciak, she does need a psych evaluation. I'm sorry, she really does. She does. She does. She
I
does.
don't
I'm
know.
not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. But that's why they exist, so you can get evaluated, and they'll do that for her.
You are dragging. Go ahead.
It's so bad.
Also, I find it very weird that Sanya is the little minion that Marlo needs.
Oh,
It's
Sebastian.
disgusting. It really is. Marlo, she thought that Drew could be her little minion, but Sanya is her minion. Sanya is her minion.
Wow. Okay.
Sanya is her minion, and I don't like Sanya because of that. Sanya has I don't like people who. You are an achieved woman, Sanya. You have 4 gold Olympic medals, but yet you have to ride on the coattails of another.
Since you're dragging Sonya, why don't you add boring to the list?
She is boring. She is boring.
And because she's very generous. I
She should
mean,
have
she
never
takes care of
been
the whole
on reality.
village.
She should have never been a housewife. They should have never made her a housewife. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Yes, she won 4 Olympic gold medals, but 4 Olympic gold medals don't constitute you in the world of shade. In the world of
She's generous. She's generous, though. She's got a whole village in her house. She's taking care of a lot of people.
This. Drew, I understand you're having your singing career and everything, but that 40 seconds was just a waste of a scene. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Drew. It was a waste of a scene. It was a
Now
waste
you
of
gonna
the
have to
whole
leave.
thing.
Now you gonna have to leave Drew alone, Sebastian. I told
Drew,
you.
I
You
love you,
leave Drew
Drew. I
alone.
really do. I like Drew. I love Drew.
All
I
right.
love Drew. But that 40 something seconds was just a
Drew
waste.
and but Drew and Candy
She
song
can
exclamation
sing.
part two is
She sings.
amazing. So
It
don't
was
do
a
that.
waste
Yeah,
of a scene.
she's
That
better
40
than
some
Candy.
seconds got her a collab deal with Candace.
Can,
Okay, that 40
Candy.
some
Okay,
seconds
it's not
got her
like
that
Candace is
collab
that big
deal.
of a
Yeah,
singer. We need to
she
calm
couldn't.
down. I started liking
Exactly.
Candace this season, but it's not that she's that big of a singer for that collab. She could calm down too. That 40
Yes,
seconds
she's.
was a waste of a scene. It was a waste of a scene that didn't need to be done.
Y'all are messy.
Monietta brought more in that last episode than
She
she did the
did.
whole season
She
last year.
did.
She brought
Mm-hmm.
more in that one episode than she did in the last season. And I hear there's rumors that they're gonna go even harder. She's gonna go harder this whole season with Marlo.
Listen,
Oh,
all of us going hard on everybody and
hard on what?
having these pre-planned storylines. I don't have a problem with it, but you got to make sure it works, Marlo. And your scene last night to attack Kandi and bring her down did not work, point blank, period.
And she started coming at Drew. She started coming at Drew as if
Yeah,
Drew.
it was just,
I
it
was
was
just like,
tiring.
and I was gonna say this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, your nephew was pow-powed and died, but you made it seem as if he got powed at Candy's restaurant. That's what it made it seem like on the show.
Yeah.
They made it seem like that, and I'm just like, so it's a whole separate incident, and you really want to bring this on the show for like what? For clout? You already said
Yeah.
it already for your. That's why you want your nephews that you quote unquote say you care about, because we can't fully.
Fat
We're not
Joe.
sure about that since what you say on the show about them.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Let's go around the board really quickly. Any last words, AJ?
Yes. I agree with most of you actually who said the show is very abysmal, boring, and we need to recast and also we need to cut down to these from 20 episodes to maybe 10 episodes or 8 episodes, like like Bling Empire or like
Something.
those
We
type
need
of
to do
shows.
something different. I'm tired of Roa.
Yeah, I'm
Michelle, last
tired of it,
thought?
and I need money. I need people with money. I'm sick of these broke people, these broke hoes. I mean, so
Oh my God.
Michelle, are you still there?
I'm
poor
still
hoes.
here. I was letting
Sound
AJ
off.
finish. I'm telling you, I'm over Marlo. I wish they had fired her, because if you have to get on Twitter to explain and explain again what you were trying to accomplish last night, that means it just didn't work. Just sit down somewhere.
Even though I love you, Marlo, I agree with her. I love you though. Diva, sound off.
You know, it is getting tiring overall, not just Roa, like all of these reality TV shows. But see, Marlo, if your plan falls through, you got to play it off, girl, and that's reality TV 101. So you have zero lessons all of this time. I mean, come on, girlfriend, okay?
Yep.
She was pissed. She was pissed to the point where your whole scene didn't make any sense. So Marlo, you get an F for last night. You're on your way. You're about to lose that peach and lose because you trying to take somebody down and you falling in the hole yourself. But Kandi, stay strong, girlfriend. I love you.
Wayne, sound off really quickly.
Real quick. Everybody wants to know what Marlo does. You must be living under a rock if you don't know what this woman does.
What does she do? What do you think she does?
I think she got an escort service. She just got a real good.
No, you don't.
She's a madam.
I was listening to her the other day. Who goes out? She says, she dated a billionaire. All this stuff. Who does this for nothing?
You think you're smart, Wayne? You waited to the very. You know I gotta go. And then you hit me with this. Okay, yes. All right. I'm gonna get you next week, Wayne. I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
Maybe a lot of people think that. Sound off really quickly. Opinion.
I think half of this cast could have been chipped out. Like really, I don't think we're gonna get much from them. Marietta can go, Sanya can go, Courtney can go, Marlo can go, Ralph can go. Like I need Ralph to go.
Cast, the whole
Ralph need to go in the trash can and never come back out again. Okay, like he really need to go.
Let's end it with you, Sebastian. Sound off.
Okay, I don't agree with everyone saying that everyone needs to go. I feel like they need to put certain like stipulations about like this whole alliance nonsense. And I agree with AJ. They do need to shorten their seasons. The seasons are way too long, way too long. And by the time we do reach up to that, a lot of things start getting like leaked. A lot of things that they talk about on the show starts getting leaked because the housewives have channels and like talking about it. Like that's why New Jersey's on pause, allegedly.
They put it on pause?
Allegedly,
I gotta go. They're waiting for me. I gotta go. Oh my, they put New Jersey on pause?
Yes,
they put New Jersey on pause.
What? Oh, dang. Okay, I'm gonna come back later. No, I can't. Tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow. Don't forget to bring that up because I want to talk about that on the next video. That's crazy. All right, you guys. I want to thank everyone for supporting Perry. It really brings tears to my eyes. So thank you guys for all your condolences. He heard it. As you see, he was in the chat and he appreciates it. Thank everyone for their super chats. I really, really support it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, everybody, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.